Etaoin.
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 Etaoin. My mum had to make up a song for it when I was younger.
Really?
Yeah. You're looking at me like, damn.
Well, I just
You
thought...
must have been some stupid.
What's
You
my
must have
name?
been some stupid ass kid.
Etaoin.
Yeah, because the spelling's so good. But
Yeah,
me
I just
passion-
remembered it as like estimated time arrival, then oin. Is how I remembered it.
That's a good one. I've never heard that one. Normally I just say eat oink without the K.
Eat that oink.
Eat oink.
Yeah.
Or in, with pronunciation, insane attain the pain.
Insane a bit.
Insane attain or attain the pain.
Insane attain or a pain the pain. Sorry. Insane the
Insane attain. If people can't remember it, I'll be like, think insane attain. Good to be here.
Good to have you.
I'm buzzing. This
Great.
is so fun.
Great. That was a cool set. Well, yeah, it was a cool set.
It was
I don't know
a
why I
set.
said well, yeah.
It's a cool set. Well, maybe cool's a bit strong. It was tolerable at best.
Yeah, you got a great voice.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I grew up
you were-
myself.
Yeah, good.
All organic produce.
Oh, God. So where in Ireland are you from?
So, my mum's from Waterford.
Mm-hmm.
My dad is from Cork and Wexford. Counties beside each other. So like the very south, on the mountains. It's so nice. Insane.
How did growing up in Ireland and London shape your identity?
Oh my God, so much. So I grew up playing Irish trad music. Like I play the flute and stuff.
Nice.
Doing like competitions. Hardcore. Like,
course,
yeah.
Yeah, I read something like you were winning adult competitions when you were like 10. Mm-hmm. And 6. Was it 6 years old?
Yeah.
As young as 6 years
It's
old?
because I was in the Flar, this thing called the Flarkiol. And I grew up playing, it's like the biggest trad music festival ever. I think Ed Sheeran played it, went there and played it, like, I don't know, last August. And in regards to my music, I think it definitely comes down to my songwriting because that's how I learned to sing, And I think like twangs and stuff come out because I used to have an Irish accent when I was younger. But in regards to who I am, I think I probably have less of a city heart and more of a countryside heart, if you know what I mean. I like nature a lot. I like the birds and the bees and the moon
Nice.
and stuff. I've got moons on my earrings.
Oh, nice. Nice. I got the Lord in my earrings.
Okay, you win. I've got Jesus Christ in my ears. Okay. That's funny. But I think it shaped me a lot, like coming from an Irish. Both my parents Irish, so, and also because I'm quite yappy, quite friendly, which is probably an Irish trait. And yeah, that's probably how it shaped me as a human being.
Amazing.
Did you hear my tummy rumble?
I didn't know.
Me neither.
But now we'll be looking for it. We're going to clip it. You've been playing music since you were a little kid.
I have.
What would that little kid think of you now?
Cooked. I'm joking. No, I'm just kidding. My younger self would probably be like, oh my God, she's actually doing it. Yeah. She'd be like, oh, that's kind of flame clean, iconic. Like,
Oh my God, bestie.
Go, bestie, go. But because it was something I always thought, music was something that I always thought wouldn't actually happen. I never thought it was like an actual, like, avenue I would go down, but it kind of just landed on my plate. And then
How did it land on your plate?
it landed on my plate because I was cold calling studios.
Okay.
So I'd written a load of songs and then I was cold calling all these different, I found this guy's mobile number online. Then he put me in contact with a sound engineer. And then with that sound engineer, I recorded a song called Pale Damp Cheeks, which I played earlier, which is actually the version out now.
Nice.
So that was my first ever time in a studio.
So just you and the acoustic guitar?
Yeah, that was literally the recording that's on Spotify right now is my first ever time in a studio.
Nice.
First ever recording.
What's so lucky about?
So lucky is such a fun topic. Originally, so I was always writing songs about just like being heartbroken and stuff. And I was like, I want to write a song about a woman who was like really cool. There was this girl at my school. You wanted to be her or you wanted her. Do you know what I mean? She was one of those, like, she was so beautiful and is so beautiful.
So her ears were so beautiful.
She was so beautiful.
Oh.
Her ears were so beautiful.
She just had the best
Ears
ears
I just
ever.
couldn't take my eyes off. And then I started a photo gallery of it. I was kidding. Why did I make it so weird?
Then I wanted to play with her ears.
Can I touch it? She's just there like, what the fuck? Freak.
Etaoin.
Then I got expelled.
Yeah.
But she was really, really cool. And she was like, she's so beautiful. And she was quite edgy. And people would look at her and be like, oh, like, you know, she's so perfect. She's so lucky. But she ended up becoming a really good friend of mine. And she was really hurting and going through a lot of stuff. That concept is like something that features a lot. You never know what's happening behind closed doors.
The brightest of smiles sometimes cry the most tears.
Exactly. And it's not me breaking the fourth wall. It was about that, and also just about like once I got into the music industry, I had like some people in general, oh my god, you're so lucky. But it's like, or even when I got brought out to LA for like a few months, which was by a guy called Max Mason. He worked for like Quincy Jones and stuff. But by the end of the LA trip, because all my friends were like, oh my god, that's so cool, and I loved it there. It was so much fun. But I missed my mum a bit, and I missed my dad a bit, and I felt lonely because all my friends were in London, and everyone was like, "Oh, you're so lucky. That's so cool. You're living the dream." And I wasn't actually living the dream. I was living the dream, but I also wanted a hug. You know?
That's cute.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Really, the sentiment is you never know what's going on behind closed doors.
Yeah, no, true, you don't. Yeah, it's an interesting concept for a song. I like it when writers kind of, what's the word, broaden
their horizons
with writing, instead of just making it, okay, I'm going to keep writing somewhere. I'm going to keep, unloading my pain onto the page, where I love it when, there's this guy that wrote a whole album about a prostitute.
Really?
Yeah.
That's quite cool, though.
It's like like concept albums.
Yeah.
You know, like they decide a topic and they're like, okay, shit, I'm gonna write some music about this.
It's like Ethel Cain.
Yeah.
Ethel Cain?
I think Ethel.
Ethel. I'm not sure which one, but she's insane. And also, like, she had a few songs and they're just concept songs and they're so sick. I love that when you kind of just don't make it about the same thing. My favorite song that I've ever written, oh my gosh. There are so many ones, because a lot of the writing I do, I sing, kind of, I write alone. I don't write alone all the time, but a lot of the stuff that's out is written alone. I mean, I always will have a special place in my heart for like Bedroom Walls, Pale Down Cheeks, those sort of ones. There's a song also called If You Called, which I really like. Kind of just like a soft vibe. And then there's another one called Ever Blue, which is like a love song. You know, all the other songs are like more like, I'm so bitter. And then but Ever Blue is like a nice little love song, and it's, it's much less angry.
So my girlfriend about this, actually. She was like, never writes happy songs. And then she wrote a happy song and she was like, oh, this is kind of cool,
Writing a happy song is nice.
Yeah.
I love writing a happy song.
I think that I've written like one happy song in my whole life.
I think it's harder to write when you're happy. I'm like, please dramatize me. But like,
Well,
nice.
yeah, I know what you mean. Like,
just give me like 2 weeks of damage, not 2 years.
yeah. So I can get over this.
Yeah, just so I can get through the last song, please. Yeah, it's I feel like probably a happy song is kind of like a weird thing. Because normally when I write anyway, it's because I'm probably feeling some sort of feeling that I did not consent to. But like, you know what I mean? It's like a need because you were feeling sad.
Yeah, because you need to like release the feeling through the music.
Exactly. And there's something so beautiful about being like, I'm so happy. That I need to release the happiness.
Yeah.
That's so nice. What the hell?
That is great.
That's wholesome.
That is wholesome.
That is so wholesome.
I feel like maybe it's healthy songwriting it, doing it when you're happy and you're sad.
I think so too. I think it just happens that most people write when they're sad.
Because it's like that escape of, like release.
Yeah.
You love a Christmas cover.
I love a Christmas cover. I just love Christmas. I honestly feel like in another life, I may have been a Christmas elf.
A Christmas elf?
Christmas elf.
You can apply for those kind of jobs.
To Santa Claus? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I know. I've actually, literally, it's in another life. When I was a teenager, I was like, trying to get a job as a Christmas elf. Like, I honestly feel like I fit the bill really well.
Yeah, maybe, did you, I would love to have seen your
CV.
Your CV then.
I'm very happy.
I'd be a really good elf.
Yeah, I'd be a really good
Please hire me.
Please hire me. Crying emoji. Wailing emoji. The other one.
What's the hardest part of being an artist that no one talks about?
The ups and downs. Like, you might have a video do really well, then you get like a massive followers, and then the next video might not do so well, or you might have like a period of hype within the industry, and then less hype, and then more hype. And in those lows, it's hard to navigate them because you're just going off like steadfast faith in yourself. So that's pretty hard. Also, finding your people in the music industry is important. Like, finding people who you trust, and
100%.
you know, finding people who don't just kind of try and shape you, who let you shape yourself. It's kind of deep.
You're surprised at yourself.
Yeah, I think it's important to be around people who help you to grow at your own pace rather than do this, do that kind of thing. But then, you know, without the ups, you don't have the downs, and without the downs, you don't have the ups.
Yeah, true.
So it does kind of make it fun. Spices up my life.
Spices it up a little bit.
Will I be crying? Who knows?
What would be your advice to aspiring musicians?
Write and write and write and write.
Yeah, just get good at like doing that one thing.
Yeah. It took me a while to progress with writing. So I think as soon as you should start early if you can, or just put as much time into it as you can. And then posting online, because sadly, a lot of the industry hangs on how many followers you have. And so write and post.
Yeah. Have you seen that clip of Ed Sheeran talking about him writing as a kid?
No.
And there's like all these voice notes of
him singing. He's like, ah. Yeah, I've heard that one. Voice notes are a crazy place for a singer-songwriter. Because there must be about 12, 13,000 voice notes.
Thousands, really?
Yeah.
I'm yet to break 1,000.
But some of them are just like, sometimes I'll record myself actually writing, the writing process. Because do you ever do that thing when you write something and then you kind of move on and then you think, crap, what was it that I sang?
Yeah.
So I record the writing process now.
Yeah, that's probably beneficial because sometimes I'll forget the melody, and that's the important part for me, is remembering the melody, because then everything like kind of hangs off of the melody for me.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I'm always like melody first.
Yeah.
Like all that kind of stuff.
Because I feel like it's the best way for me to write is to like have some backing and then just figure out a melody. Just like sing a melody and then figure out the words.
Yeah, I think a good melody always prevails.
100%.
Always.
It's a good quote. Good melody always prevails.
Prevails. I sound like an English teacher.
Prevails.
Yeah, I sound like I want to go to war.
Did you go to school in England or?
In England. But I was homeschooled.
Oh, really?
For like 4 or 5 years.
That's cool.
Not though. Hence the birth now. No, I was kidding. No, but like between, I think, 8 years old and 12 to 13, I was homeschooled. My dad at the time had hurt his back and he was like a professor in maths. And basically, then we just got like tutors in, we were homeschooled, and it was amazing. But it's really close to family as well,
that's
which is
great.
wholesome. But I went to school in Ealing. Yeah, it was nice.
Did you prefer homeschooling?
In some ways, yeah, there are pros and cons to both.
Yeah.
Like
other
homeschool, you don't
people.
really get homework like that. You get a little bit, but not really. You can take holidays in term time.
Yeah.
And also, I think the knowledge that you get from a one-to-one session with the tutor in an hour is more than you'd probably get in an hour, because if a classroom full of people, you know, a teacher has to tend to 24 kids. I think the learning one-on-one sessions are more intense. But I liked the way that homeschooling was structured for me, because it was more along the lines of like, what would you like to learn about biology? Or because obviously I was young, so what would you like to learn about science today, and all this kind of stuff. And it kind of gave me more scope to actually look into what I was interested in. And I think also it was a massive turning point for my music. When you're homeschooled and you have a guitar, it gives like you a lot of time, because you don't have all those walking to lessons and you know, like lesson, you know, it isn't like that. So it gave me a lot more time to kind of develop my craft, really. So
what's your favorite experience on your musical journey so far?
Oh my god, there are so many sick experiences I've had. I just, the end of last year in October, went on an EU tour with this unreal band called the Dregs, and they were just so fun. It was so much fun. Like, I hadn't done like a full EU tour before. It was just like hanging out with your big brothers. Like, they were just so sweet and so kind of looked after me, you know, and just the different city every night was sick, and meeting, you know, fans from different places around Europe and having people know the words.
Yeah,
It's crazy. Cool. It's crazy. Yeah. That's wild. Possibly the funnest. Actually, no. But Amazon put me on a billboard. Amazon wants to watch. They put me on a billboard. But the photo was of me on a toilet. But they didn't know that. I don't think anyone knows that. No, I mean, people do if they saw the image. But it was like in the middle of a shoot. Wait till I this. In the middle of a shoot, and it was like in a big house, and we were doing a shoot, and I just sat in the toilet and looked moody. And then I think just the flash, it was never edited out. And then so I was just on the billboard with the flash behind me.
In the bush behind you. No one thought to edit it out at all.
I don't think anyone realised. I didn't even realise until...
The billboard, the massive. You're like, oh shit.
Literally. Yeah. I wasn't on the toilet though. I wasn't like, cracking one out. Like
cracking one out. Oh, vocab.
But it was. I think it was just. I just sat down for a minute, and the photographer just took a photo. I'll send you the photo. It's pretty.
Awesome, thank you. Oh, thanks. you don't have to.
I wasn't going to.
You don't have to.
It's funny.
How does it feel having your name beside these really cool names on the Amazon playlist? Like Louis Tomlinson was one of them.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
It's wild, to be honest. I think music is such a nice way to communicate. Not communicate, but how do I say it? Like
get through to people?
Get through to people, but also to normalize caring, because everyone's like, oh my god, I don't care. I guess you do stop lying. It's like there's no one over there. I look like I fully directed at someone. So it feels really, really fulfilling. I think it's I think once you release a song, it kind of gets its own life, and people have their own experiences that they associate with it, or but it's a beautiful thing to be able to be there for someone through a song when you're not physically there. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, that's
the power of art.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's insane. And if my younger self had seen me, she'd be like, whoa, what the hell? That's crazy, Yeah. But it's insane to be beside those names because they're all just unbelievably talented. When I first started releasing music, to all my friends, I was like the happy-go-lucky, which, as you've seen today. But then when I released music, they were like, oh shit, you good?
Yeah.
But it was kind of transformative for me to release music, because then suddenly everybody knew I had loads of feelings that I had just like beaten down, but I literally like hadn't really spoken that much about being like emotional or anything. And it was quite transformative for me, I think, to kind of come clean about being an emotional person. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Was that tough being vulnerable like that?
At the beginning, yeah, it was terrifying. Because I was like, oh my god. Because I also had like a bit of sass back then.
A bit more bravado.
Literally. Yeah, and it was kind of like, oh, so I have a lot of feelings. And it changed me as a person, but for the better. I think it made me probably more openly soft instead of just like soft and not showing anyone and pretending like I didn't care. Because I used to do that.
Yeah, transformed.
Yeah, transformed, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate you, and yeah.
Vibes. Thank you.
Vibes.
And thank you, Ralph. And thank you, Terrence. Shut up! Okay. Shut up now.